This is Omar Bess Collymore. He is currently in jail and is before the courts for his alleged involvement in the 2018 execution-style killing of his wife, 32-year-old at the time, Simone Campbell Collymore, and a taxi driver, 36-year-old at the time, Winston Walters. The official police report stated that on Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018, at approximately 3:57 p.m., Simone Campbell Collymore was destined to her husband's apartment to pick up her kids. She was traveling in a taxi driven by Winston Walters, heading to her Forest Ridge apartment complex on Stanley Terrace in Red Hill, St. Andrew. While approaching the apartment's main gate, two young bikes with a pillion on each ambushed the car. They fired shots at the driver's side of the vehicle, hitting Winston Walters. Another pillion returned and fired a barrage of shots into the left front passenger seat, hitting Simone Campbell Collymore. So sad to say, they both died. Greetings, this is Make We Talk channel. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. The murder investigation into Simone Campbell Collymore's brutal death had revealed some dark, twisted, sinister secrets of the ultimate deception her husband was hiding. This is a popular and famous picture of the then couple I see floating around on social media, used mainly for thumbnails. Look very close at Omar Collymore's face, then take a good look at his eyes. Those eyes. One Jamaican word I can say to describe those eyes is the word genial. A person who is a genial appears to be charismatic and smooth talking, but beneath the surface they are tricksters, or for a better word, con artists. Except Omar Collymore was dangerous with deadly intentions. This story, I assure you viewers and subscribers, is very thrilling and at the same time sad. But in all of this, I would like to humanize the victims. Let me first give you a brief feel of who Simone Campbell Collymore was. She was the first of 3 children born to her parents. She attended Merle Grove High School in St. Andrew, where she was a super brilliant student and was so academically accomplished that at the end of 5th form, she got accepted into a college in Florida. There, at the tender age of 16 years old, she started college, then moved on to university, where she achieved 2 master's degrees. As the eldest child, she was what her parents envisioned for her, to be a shining example for her siblings. She was the poster child for making her parents proud. Simone Campbell Collymore's friends and acquaintances described her as a humble, respectable, kind and loving individual with a signature smile. These are some fond remembrance from persons who were blessed with the opportunity to interact with her during her short time on this earth.
Sim is more like family to me. She's actually known her since Jamaica, before college days, and then she was my first roommate, first experience in college. That was a great time with Sim. Great time.
She was always welcoming and fun, and when we go to the courts, so she was just a great personality and great person. Always
not only a nice person, but always thinking of everybody else in her circle. And I love this girl, and it rocked my heart to know that she was at this stage in her life not here with us. But I really, really wish her, wherever she's at in heaven.
I met Simone at Kaplan as well. Actually, on the basketball court before that. Same thing, yeah, basketball. They had like an after work. We would get together on Fridays and play basketball with coworkers. And Kent actually brought me out there for the first time, and we went and we played. And she told me, hey, make sure every week you come back. So continued from there. I didn't realize she worked with me at the time. Then found out we all worked together, and then started hanging out. We would go every now and then. We'd go to lunch, hang out. After that, actually, kept in touch from time to time. Like, very gentle spirit. Probably one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life, and that's a lot to say. Cause, you come across a lot of people every day, but not that many people actually put that kind of foothold on you to where anywhere you see them, it's like you just saw them last week, no matter how much time passed. And she's one of the great ones, man. Like, one of the people that I've seen. I don't think I've ever seen her in a bad situation that turned it good. And she always just carried herself, very dignified. Could dress up and stop the room, and at the same time she'd put on her sneakers and run up and down.
Simone Campbell is said to have met Omar Cullimore, a Barbados-born citizen turned U.S. citizen, at a university in Florida where she was a lecturer, and he was a student advisor. Simone was an avid fan of basketball, and Omar Cullimore played for the Miami Heat team. Omar was quite the catch, with his tall, muscular physiques and his husky, smooth-talking voice. I know you can all predict that Simone fell head over heels with Omar Cullimore. It was like a dream come true for Simone when she got married to Omar Cullimore on May 6, 2010, in what seemed to be a happy ending fairy tale wedding. Simone was over the moon happy when her husband bought a house in an upscale neighborhood with the money Omar said he received from a libel suit compensation, which happened 2 years prior when he got into an accident. In those blooming moments, Simone and Omar went into business. After they found out they were pregnant, they decided to move to Jamaica, where Simone could be around her mother to assist her with her expecting baby. Simone and Omar Cullimore went to live with Simone's parents in Jamaica with the intention of buying their own house. Simone started up a booming, successful business in real estate along with trading on the stock market. She was raking in the big bucks. During that time, the couple welcomed their second child. All seems well at first. Omar and Simone's dad had a good father and son relationship. Under oath in the circuit court, Simone's father testifies that he loved Omar like a son. He shared his clothes with him, motivated him, and was proud that his daughter found what he thought was the perfect husband. But what seems like a perfect blended family in the eyes of the public was in reality far from the truth. Omar Cullimore was not in love with his wife at all, let alone attracted to her. Behind the scenes, Omar was complaining to his mother that Simone was lazy and did not attire herself as attractive as a lady of her caliber should. Omar Cullimore, with his skill as a smooth talker, coupled with his tall, muscular physiques, started cheating, not only with one woman, but 3 women simultaneously. He carried on with his adultery for some time before Simone eventually found out. I guess she noticed his lack of interest and his frequent absence from the family's home. Simone was very hurt. She felt awful, questioning what could she do to deserve this. What was she lacking that Omar wanted? With the financial capital and her family's support, she went abroad and did a tummy tuck and breast enhancement. Omar seemed happy at first with his wife's body makeover, but sunk back into his womanizing addiction. On one particular evening, while Simone's parents were off the island, Simone's sister said Simone came home crying, telling her to listen to a voice note of two women talking. She said Simone started packing Omar's clothes. Omar came home shortly after, and a heated argument started between the couple, apparently over Omar's infidelity again. Simone's sister said Omar suddenly became boisterous and started smashing his wife's expensive devices, including a 70-inch flat-screen television. He then proceeded to use his truck to damage Simone's BMW car, but Simone stood before her car. He moved out of the house that very same day, but not before leaving a threat that he was going to make Simone's family crumble. Those words left a spooky effect on Simone's family. Simone ignored the overwhelming red flags that were there, warning her to run as fast as she could run from Omar, the best Cullimore. She was blinded by being head over heels in love with him. Simone moved out of her parents' house and got an apartment with her husband and children. For a while, it seemed the relationship was gelling together, but Simone sunk back to rock bottom when she found out he was being over verbally abusive, distancing, and worst of all, cheating again, which prompted her to move out 2 weeks before her untimely, brutal death. The horrifying death of Simone Campbell Cullimore and Winston Walters shocked her family and the upper-class residents of St. Andrew. The heinous crime was all caught on CCTV camera. At first, investigators thought it was a random robbery as Simone's purse was missing, and at that time with a rise in aggravated robberies. But fortunately for investigators, the identity of one of the shooters was revealed on the CCTV footage, which led to his arrest and ultimately confession. His name is Wade Blackwood, a troubled young man who was a former ward of the state. He was affiliated with a gang in the Duane Park area of St. Andrew known as the Unruly Gang. The confessed murderer said he was forced by leader of the gang, who is now deceased, to carry out the murder to pay off a debt for a gun his brother was caught with by the police. He said the gang leader threatened to kill his mother or him, so he said he was left with no choice. In a bizarre turn of events, 2 weeks after the death of his wife, Omar Cullimore was shot in the parking lot of Allied Insurance Company. It is alleged he was there to begin the processes for the insurance payout of his wife's death. The confessed shooter was spilling every detail he knew. Omar Cullimore was arrested at the Norman Manley Airport with a false passport, but I don't understand why they released him shortly after. Simone Campbell Cullimore was buried by her parents in a dignified and loving manner. Hundreds turned out to pay their last respect to the young lady who was known to be a loving human being, a nurturing mother, and a devoted wife. With Simone being his wife and mother of his child, Omar Cullimore didn't show up at the funeral nor partake in any funeral arrangements for his wife. It was a bombshell news in 2018 when police investigators issued a warrant for Omar Collimore's arrest. The shooters revealed he was the one who hired them to kill his wife. Despite being put on the police most wanted list across the police division on the island, Omar Cullimore managed to elude the police and went on the run. Someone anonymously called the Crime Stop hotline and tipped off the police to his whereabouts. Acting on intelligence, the police raided a guest house in Junction St. Elizabeth in the pre-dawn hours where they apprehend Omar Cullimore. It is alleged he was planning to flee the island on a boat. The police investigators unraveled the plot of how Omar Cullimore allegedly had his wife murdered and the secrets he was hiding from his past. Apart from the shooter, Wade Black, who confessed to the murders, the police also arrested 3 other men that participated in the murder. They are Michael Adams, Dwayne Pink, and Shaquille Edwards. In the ongoing trial, it is said that Michael Adams was the one who was contracted for the price of $2 million. He received the overboard from Omar Cullimore as a down payment for the murder for hire. For all who don't know what an overboard is, it's a computerized upgrade for a skateboard. Omar Cullimore's arrest caught the attention of cold case detectives in the state of Florida. In 2008, Omar Cullimore, then aged 25 years old, was the only witness and suspect in the murder investigation of his then older girlfriend, 38-year-old Angela Aguiar, who was murdered in a similar execution style to Simone Campbell Cullimore. Police reported that at about 8:30 a.m. on June 30, 2008, in downtown Fort Lauderdale, Angela Aguiar was gunned down in the presence of Omar Cullimore. Cullimore gave statements that he exited the driver's seat of his truck to tie his shoelace when a white man who looks like a homeless man came up to the truck and shot Angela in the head and chest, then ran away. It was ironic that Omar was the beneficiary of a hefty $1 million insurance payout. Circumstances beyond his control forced the money to be split between him and Angela Aguirre's 17-year-old son. It was revealed in court that he was also the beneficiary of a $120 million Jamaican dollar life insurance policy for his wife's Simone death. Simone, up until her death, never knew the truth about how Omar got the $400,000. He told her it was from a car accident where he got injured in New Jersey. The trial of Omar Bess Cullimore and his 3 co-accused started in February of this year, and all that were hidden in the dark is coming to light under sworn testimony in the court of law. There is so much to say, but I don't want to prejudice the outcome of this ongoing trial. In all of this, let us not forget the taxi operator, Mr. Winston Walters, who was at the wrong place at the wrong time. He was the sole breadwinner for his family. He died leaving his wife and 3 children. Fly high, on the wings of the angel from heaven. You were both loved.